What's up, guys? Matt Weik, Weik Fitness. Thank you so much for tuning into another episode. So today, the format is a little bit different. If you follow me on social media, you know I am without my laptop right now. Obviously, my Blue Yeti mic plugs into my laptop. From my laptop, I use Audacity to record all of my podcasts, and then I can do all of the fine-tuning and all of that stuff to publish it and make it live for you guys to listen to. So, obviously, I'm still without a laptop, so I had to improvise. I went out, I got a lavalier microphone, I have it plugged into my iPhone, and that is exactly what I'm recording on right now. So today's topic is kind of like an impromptu. It came out of my situation right now, and it's something that I want to talk about because I feel like so many people are looking for an excuse as to why to not do something. I can guarantee probably more than 75% of the people that are out there right now would probably not be in my position where I went out, got a lavalier mic because I wanted to make sure that you guys got your podcast on time on Thursday and everything was ready to roll. So, this stems from, what do you really care about? What motivates you? And it all comes down to, value. Not only do I value your time and your commitment that you put towards listening to my podcast and reading my content. Like, I would seriously feel bad if I didn't put out a podcast this week because I know some of you, you look forward to that. You want to hear what I have to say for the week, and I truly appreciate that. So, I had to find a way to make it work. Now, as I'm recording this, I still have no idea how I'm actually going to take it from my iPhone, save it, and then publish everything not only on the website so that it gets to the RSS feed, which would then take it over to iTunes, but kind of like everything in between. Obviously, once it's published, you're good to go. But it's that in-between type stuff that I still have to figure out. But I'm going to figure it out one way or another. I'm going to get you guys this podcast. And if you're listening to it, well, then I succeeded. But again, I want you to look at all of the things that go on in your day. What could you potentially make an excuse for of something that you just don't want to do, or you just want to push off to the side and just find any excuse possible for why you can't do something? I could come up with every excuse. I could go out on social media and say, hey guys, I apologize, I can't do a podcast this week. I don't have my laptop, so I can't plug my microphone in. I apologize. We'll start back up as soon as I get my laptop. I don't like excuses. That's not who I am. That's not the model that I live by. And, it's something that I encourage you guys to, look at yourself and your positions. If you can find a way to make an excuse, you can also find a way to figure out how to make it happen. Now, did I have to go out and spend a little money so that, I can bring this podcast to you guys? Yeah, I did. And could I have literally just spoken into the normal microphone that's on my iPhone? Yeah, I could have done that too. But, I'm about adding, the quality to things as well. So I went out, I found a lavalier microphone that just kind of clips onto your shirt. I have it clipped here, and I'm talking into that. So the quality of the podcast should still be better than what the iPhone itself would provide, but I'm assuming it's probably going to be a little less in terms of quality from something like my Blue Yeti, which obviously is a somewhat professional type of microphone with a much higher quality than what this tiny little lavalier mic should be. But, there's not much that I really want to get into on this topic. It's more of, this is the situation that I'm in, and how can I talk to you guys about it so that you can look at your own situations in your everyday, lives. Whether it's at work, it's at home, it's your workout. I mean, obviously, I like to talk about health and fitness and supplementation and wellness and business and entrepreneurship. And at the end of the day, There are so many people out there who make excuses every single day of why they shouldn't work out. I got busy with meetings, I had a long day, I'm stressed out, I'm tired, I didn't sleep last night, I didn't eat lunch, I don't have my pre-workout, I didn't bring my gym clothes, the weather's bad, it's too cold, it's snowing outside, I didn't drink enough water, I feel dehydrated. Like literally, you can come up with 1,000 excuses off the top of your head of why you shouldn't work out. But you know what? It only takes that one non-excuse, the one determining factor that will figure out how to make something work and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to get a good workout at home. I'm going to go home. I'm going to get dressed, get changed. I'm going to put my workout stuff on, and I'm going to do a full body workout right here in my house. I'm going to use my body weight. I'm going to use stuff that's around the house. I'm going to do cardio by going up and down my steps, or I'm going to do something like burpees to get my heart rate up, burn extra calories. You can find a way out of every situation, and on the flip side, you can find a way to get something done in every situation. Now, obviously, there will be times where how you fix something or how you follow through with something might be delayed or pushed back. Obviously, if it's work related and there's a project and you're like, man, I cannot get this done, then maybe it's going to take a little bit more effort. Maybe it's going to take, all hands on deck. Who can help me with this? Who can do this section? Who can do this part of the project? Who can do this? Whatever the case may be, you need to figure out a way to, rather than saying I can't, and start saying I can and I will. So that's really all I want to talk about on this podcast. I want to keep it short and sweet. I'm going to probably spend most of the rest of the day trying to figure out how to get this from my phone, published on my website without my laptop, and also figure out how to get it to the RSS feed so that you guys can listen to it on iTunes. Full disclosure, I'm not sure if this is going to go up on YouTube or not. I have a million things that I want to get done today, and my main focus is just making sure that I can get this podcast out to you guys. So I'm going to figure out a way to get this up, get it edited, get it up on the site so that you guys can listen to it, get it to iTunes where most of you guys are listening to it anyways. But if you have any questions, comments, concerns, maybe you listened to this and you thought, hey man, I'm in a situation where I can easily say no to something, but I turned my day around, or I, flipped the switch and I did this. I would love to hear your feedback. If that happened to you and, listening to this podcast, kind of made you, head on the other side of the fence rather than taking the normal excuse, maybe you put action, you went out and you actually executed, let me know. I would love to hear your feedback. Social media, @Weik Fitness across the board, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. However you want to get in touch with me, you can DM me, whatever. If you're on the website, weikfitness.com, you can click on contact right there. You can, fill out all the information. You can tell me your background, your story, what's going on, and it'll send an email directly to me. But I love your feedback. I love your attention. Thank you so much for tuning into another episode. Hopefully I have my laptop back this week. Fingers crossed. I'm not quite sure what's going on. I believe it's some type of Windows boot error. Some files or something got messed up and it just doesn't boot. It just kind of spins. So good news is it's not a hard drive. Bad news is it's going to take them forever to try and diagnose what the actual issue is. But we will figure it out. The IT people are working on it. Hopefully I hear back from them today. But I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your week. The weather here in Pennsylvania has been so odd. We went from snow, inches of snow, to 64 degrees yesterday. The day before that, it was high 50s. Day before that, it was mid 50s. Today, it's a little bit colder, but hey, you know what? I will take anything over snow any day. So I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Enjoy the weather if it's nice where you are at, and I hope to see you guys on the next episode.